1800 hours, Pakistan Standard Time. Assalamu alaikum. This is Radio Pakistan. The news read by Farzana Khan. First, the headlines. Prime Minister has directed to include Peshawar Torkham section in ML1 project. A delegation of Afghan Taliban and Foreign Minister held talks in Islamabad and exchanged views about early start of intra-Afghan dialogue. President has urged international community to hold India accountable for the repressive actions against minority groups. A report released by a prominent rights group in Indian illegally occupied Jammu and Kashmir has called for the communication blackout imposed by India following the scrapping of Kashmir's special status last year as collective punishment. Palestine says the US and Israel are trying to implement their plans to reposition Israel in the region as a major player. And now the news in detail. Prime Minister Imran Khan has directed to include Peshawar Torkham section in ML1 project. He was chairing a cabinet meeting in Islamabad today. During the meeting, Minister for Railways Sheikh Rashid Ahmed also supported the proposal to include Peshawar Torkham section in ML1. A delegation of Afghan Taliban led by Mullah Abdul Ghani and Foreign Minister Shah Mahmood Qureshi held talks in Islamabad this evening. During the meeting, the delegation will apprise the Foreign Minister about the situation regarding implementation of the agreement reached between the Taliban and the United States. They exchanged views about early start of intra-Afghan dialogue. President Dr. Arif Alvi says the isolation of Muslims by India is a matter of grave concern and it is the responsibility of the world to hold India accountable for the repressive actions against minority groups. This was expressed by the President while talking to the outgoing ambassador of Indonesia, Ivan Suduyi Amri, who paid a farewell call on him at the Aiwan-e-Sadr in Islamabad today. He said that India was increasingly becoming intolerant to Muslims, which are being persecuted and targeted persistently. The President said Pakistan highly values its ties with Indonesia and wanted to further expand bilateral relations in areas of trade, economy and defense. Both sides emphasized the need to further expand bilateral relations in the fields of defense and trade. Minister for Railways Sheikh Rashid Ahmed has said that Pakistan and Saudi Arabia enjoy strong relations and deep-rooted in common faith. He was talking to Saudi Ambassador to Pakistan Nawaf bin Saeed Al Maliki in Islamabad today. The minister said both the countries have always supported each other's stance on international issues. Minister for Science and Technology Fawad Chaudhry says Prime Minister Imran Khan would not back down from holding PMLN leadership accountable for their alleged corrupt practices during their respective tenures. Talking to a private news channel, Fawad Chaudhry said Prime Minister Imran Khan had already categorically stated that whatever the opposition did, the accountability of the corrupt would not be stopped in the country. He said that the opposition has only been demanding an NRO-like deal, which will not be given at any cost. Minister for Information and Broadcasting Shibli Faraz has emphasized the need for promoting literary work of different writers and poets to acquaint youth with their rich heritage and true values. He was addressing an event organized by Pakistan Academy of Letters in Islamabad today in connection with death anniversary of renowned Urdu poet Ahmad Faraz. Information Minister said literary work of our great poets and writers also provides solution to problems faced by the society. He said contemporary writers should continue their struggle to link the people of the country with their values and traditions. There are 9,031 active COVID-19 patients now in Pakistan as 278,425 people have recovered from the disease. According to latest statistics, 450 new coronavirus cases surfaced in the country after tests of 24,231 people over last 24 hours. 9 new deaths have also been reported during this period. This is Radio Pakistan giving you the news. AJK President Sardar Masood Khan has asked youth, men and women to make Kashmir Liberation Movement an international movement so as to sensitize the international community and UN Security Council. He was addressing a skill development conference at Women University, Bagh, today. The president said the students, by getting advancement in new technologies, must also supplement the struggle of those brothers and sisters who are struggling for their legitimate cause, while the Indian troops silencing their voice with guns and bombs. The president expressed satisfaction that students are being taught tourism, hospitality, gardening, biotechnology, computer technology, and artificial intelligence like subjects in public sector universities. A report released by a prominent rights activist in Indian illegally occupied Jammu and Kashmir has called the communications blackout imposed by India following the scrapping of Kashmir's special status last year as collective punishment. The report has urged the international community to question New Delhi over this digital apartheid. According to Kashmir Media Service, the Jammu and Kashmir Coalition of Civil Society, in its 125-page report released in Srinagar today, said the multifaceted and targeted denial of digital rights is a systematic form of discrimination, digital repression, and collective punishment of the Kashmiri people. The Kashmiris view the abrogation of special status by the Modi government as the beginning of settler colonialism aimed at engineering a demographic change in Jammu and Kashmir. In a statement, the All Parties Hurriyat Conference, while expressing concern over the plight of Kashmiri political detainees, appealed to the International Committee of Red Cross, Asia Watch and Amnesty International to take up the matter with the Indian government. The statement pointed out that the way Kashmiri prisoners were treated in jails in and outside Jammu and Kashmir had surpassed all limits of the human and legal sphere. The APHC said that the detainees were subjected to the worst physical torture in Indian jails. China and the United States have agreed to push forward their Phase 1 economic deal amid soaring tensions between the two sides on several fronts. In separate statements, the two countries confirmed the telephonic talks between their top officials. The statement said both sides are committed to taking the steps necessary to ensure the success of the agreement. Palestine says visits of U.S. officials to the Middle East aim at using the Arab division to boost the rule of Israel in the region. In a statement, a member of Palestine Liberation Organization Executive Committee, Hanan Ashrawi, said the U.S. and Israel are trying to implement their plans and deals to reposition Israel in the region as a major player and consolidate the dangerous polarization in the region. In Afghanistan, 4 people, including one security forces member, have been killed and 30 others injured in a bomb explosion in Balkh province. According to local police, a small truck loaded with explosives was detonated and targeted a compound of Afghan commandos in the Balkh city. In Mali, talks between a delegation of West African envoys and coup leaders has been failed to reach agreement on return to civilian rule. In a statement, spokesman of Malian military Colonel Ismail Wag said mediation team from the regional bloc economic community of West African states would report to the heads of state on progress made before a summit on Mali. He said final decision on makeup of an interim transitional administration would be decided by Malians and no timeline has been established for elections to return to the country to civilian rule. And finally, the weather report. Mainly dry weather is expected in most parts of the country during the next 24 hours. However, rain with thunderstorms is expected at a few places in Gilgit-Baltistan and Kashmir. To end the news, the main points once again. Prime Minister is directed to include Peshawar-Torkham section in ML1 project. A delegation of Afghan Taliban and Foreign Minister hold talks in Islamabad and exchange views about early start of intra-Afghan dialogue. President has urged international community to hold India accountable for the repressive actions against minority groups. A report released by a prominent rights group in Indian illegally occupied Jammu and Kashmir has called the communications blackout imposed by India following the scrapping of Kashmir's special status last year as collective punishment. And that is the end of the news. For more news and analyses, Log on to our website radio.gov.pk and also watch live video streaming of our bulletins on the link facebook.com/Radio Pakistan News Official.